Hey! It's been a while. I wanted to make a video that acts partially as an update, but mostly as an advertisement for this upcoming server. I know there is a lot of stigma surrounding the post-Velius era of Everquest. No more Eastern Commonlands trading, druids becoming less significant because you can teleport around the world easier, that and furries.
No one is free from their corruption. Fucking Vashir.
It takes some of the quest out of Everquest. It's the start of when they started streamlining the game, if you can call a 24-year-old game streamlined. I get it though. Lucklin bad, PoP bad. A lot of people feel this way and I don't blame them. I guess you could just wait for the next green server to come out for Project 1999. Yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I don't know if they gave up and stopped caring, or if Daybreak isn't letting them do another green server like the rumors say. Could be a mixture of both. I do know for a fact that my ambition to log into green right now is next to zero. A lot of my journey to level 50 was done with Kaz and Kilf, and it just doesn't feel the same without them. So we are stuck here in this rut, where classic Everquest feels stagnant. Sure, you could play on the time-locked progression servers, but honestly that doesn't interest me. As the game has been modernized quite a bit, I don't like the UI and frankly I'm just not interested in official servers. Well my friends, if you are like me, unsure of how to move forward in this stale classic EQ environment, I present to you a shining beacon of hope.
I preface this video talking about Lucklin and Planes of Power. That's because that is the end game goal of this project. Using TAKP as its base, a group of Giga Chads are making a brand new server that is time-locked, and will only progress through the first 5 expansions up to Planes of Power. It will spend 9 months in Vanilla, Kunark, Velius and Lucklin, then it will transition to Planes of Power. My friends, that is over 2 years of pre-Lucklin Everquest goodness. I know some of you will object to the client being based on Planes of Power, but what else do you have? This is Project Quarm, and it is set to release on October 1st at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now if you so desire, you can log in and play the beta. For Linux people I will be putting together a tutorial to show you how to get this working. Or if you don't want to wait, there is a link to a Git in the description that gives you detailed instructions on how to get it working. I recommend using the Lutris install script. Anyway, I know a lot of you will be turned off by the fact that it's using TAKP, or at least some of you. But for the time being, until a new green server comes out, this is it for me. I know a lot of you have expressed your desire in the past to see me play on other servers. Well, this is your chance. Just a disclaimer, I don't know if I'll be playing from day one, as my schedule may be turbulent at the time of release, but I do intend on playing and making videos. I've promised a lot of videos in the last 9 months, and I am sorry for that. I am a massive perfectionist. I've deleted so many scripts and nearly a terabyte worth of footage in this time frame, because I'm unsatisfied. I feel like I've been stuck in a creative rut, unable to produce worthwhile content. Hopefully a fresh server will fix that. I am going to leave my Anon off for the launch of the server, so if you see me and I'm not otherwise occupied or in a full group, feel free to invite me to one. I think I may have even hooked Kaz in, but no promises. I have played a bit of the beta. I'm not really interested in sinking my teeth in too deep as all of the characters will be deleted when the game launches next month. So here are my first impressions of Project Quarm, the beta experience if you will. The third-person camera is very janky. Apparently there is going to be a fix for that. I hope so. I can't play Everquest in first person. My situational awareness is so bad I probably wouldn't notice the orgy going on behind me. Hell, I'd probably trip over it and break my neck. I look like a marketing campaign for Adilius-shaped dildos. You know, that's not a terrible idea. For only $19.99 you could have your very own Adilius. He's warm, he's big and he's starved for female attention. He'll even awkwardly thank you after every session. Thank you, ooh ooh. He moans if you throw him against the wall or step on him. As an added bonus we'll throw in a Kaz. He's ribbed for your pleasure. Spear and staff sold separately. One thing I like is you spawn right in front of your class trainers and assorted spell vendors. I'm happy about that as I usually spend the first hour of any new character stumbling around in the dark trying to find my trainer so I can train my sense heading. You can only walk into the same wall so many times and keep your self-respect. Speaking of fumbling around in the dark, I can see. Oh my god, you have no idea how much this means to me. I'm ready to cry. That's the one thing I don't like in P99, I can't do shit in the dark no matter which race I play unless I have ultra vision. I spent half my time until I hit level 29 sitting on the ground twiddling my thumbs because I couldn't see 2 feet in front of me. It may not bother you lucky bastards with 20/20 vision, but as someone with cataracts and glaucoma to look forward to in the future, you better believe I was ready to have intimate relations with my computer monitor. The one real complaint I have is the ungodly amount of time I have to spend memorizing spells and putting them in my book. Look at this. I feel like by the time I'm done setting up my spells at level 50 the new green server will have come out and they will have already killed the sleeper. I don't know if this is a PoP thing, but I hate it, it's annoying. Make it faster. The buff timers are amazing. It's a pain playing a class with lots of buffs and guessing when they are going to run out. There are some various gameplay changes, such as selective client-side quality of life like mouse wheel camera, auto stand on cast. Some exploits have been fixed. Some zones will even have pull limits. Project Quarm is going to have 3 different modes built in. Self-found, solo only and hardcore. I don't mean to shit in Project 1999's cornflakes because I love the server and am grateful for the amazing experience it's provided, but some support for these modes would be fantastic, maybe if you get around to making a green 2.0. Everfrost feels far easier than it does in P99. Last month I attempted to start a hardcore playthrough on the red server, where if you die, you delete your character. I couldn't get past level 1. While we all know it's a skill issue, there weren't enough white con mobs. Anytime I got close to level 2 a vengeful soloist decimated me. While I enjoy the occasional decimation, after hours of attempts I eventually said fuck this, and promptly deleted the footage. Here on Quarm it didn't take me long to hit level 2. In fact I think the zone has more mobs, I never noticed these kobolds before. The beta has a very quiet vibe about it. There are only 15 to 30 people on at any given time, which is peak numbers for red, but not what I'm used to. When I started P99 I went in with the expectation of becoming a soloing god, I saw other players as more of a nuisance. When I started grouping up with other players I noticed I was having a lot more fun, especially when I met Kaz and Kilf. Without anyone to play with, even at these lower levels it feels so lonely. I'm expecting all of the starter zones to be jam-packed with people for the first 2 weeks at least, but right now the beta is hauntingly quiet. Almost a mirror to how my first few days were, except there were some people around. Leveling felt quite slow as well, even though I expect it to be this way since we are starting in vanilla. The only experience I've had with vanilla Everquest was at the start of green, and I didn't stick around long because of how overcrowded it was. I even went on teal, but I don't think I even made level 5 back then. I'm really excited for Project Quarm to release. I'm excited to experience this with everyone in the community. Make sure to join the Discord, as I'm sure you'll be able to find a group. I may do a few more videos leading up to the launch of Project Quarm, but for now my main goal was to get a video out, as it's been far too long. When the server comes out I'll try to get my first video out as soon as possible. I will be playing my usual barbarian shaman, but I do plan on making alts eventually, as I'd like to try out the various modes like hardcore and self-found. I hope to see you all on October 1st, most of all I hope my schedule is clear that day. I'll make a community post if I can't make it, but I hope to see you there. If you want another video about the Project Quarm beta and my experiences in it, hit that like button and I'll consider suffering through Black Burrow once again before the official launch for your amusement. You sick bastards. There is a link to the Project Quarm Discord in the description. Peace.